How are you guys? Welcome back to Wargaming China. And finished my game. The Red Spear attack on the Japanese positions at Jihai, Daihe, and it was a bloody good game. Went 8 turns, and I'm going to call it a Chinese victory. Now, you must remember that I'm a solo player, so I have to work things into the game that will surprise me. So for this game, rather than having the Japanese forces moving up to their positions from the camp when the alert goes off, I thought what I would do would be to nod my head to the fact that every man knows his position on the post, and that they would all have gone to their posts. So what I did was I decided to put dice around the Japanese positions. Each position I would put a dice, and 1 to 6, and then 1 to 5, and then 3 sixes. And the sixes I positioned for the machine guns and for the artillery when that would come on. And I surmised that the Chinese, because historically I find that it seems that only when the Chinese hit the wire did the Japanese become aware of the attack. And perhaps I put the wire a little bit close to the Japanese position, but I felt that, once the Japanese got in position, they'd be able to repel the attack, as it would take the Chinese 6 turns to get through 2 rows of barbed wire. However, as I rolled for the Japanese, I allowed them to roll twice at the beginning of each turn to see the first dice for the infantry companies, and the second dice required a 6 for either one of the 2 machine guns, or for the artillery battery to come on. However, it wasn't until turn 6 that the Japanese rolled a 6, and that was for the artillery. And then in turn 7 they got a machine gun. So by that time, because the Japanese companies that I was rolling for to arrive were arriving on the far section of their positions, they had to then move across ground to engage the Chinese, which gave the Chinese plenty of time to engage the sentries and the 1 infantry company that did get there on time. But the Japanese weren't rolling to get their artillery. Maybe the system I used for the game was a bit harsh on the Japanese, but it certainly led to an entertaining game. As you can see, I put the Chinese as 2 battalions of 4 companies each. The first 4 companies lined abreast and the second battalion behind them. I only gave the first battalion wire cutters, and that resulted in 4 gaps in the wire in the first row of wire, but only 2 in the second row. Once a company was below strength, it could not cut through the wire. It was below half strength, it could not cut below the wire. However, 2 holes were enough. The Japanese, as I said, the dice forced them to react very slowly, were very slow to get their machine gun in, and they had a 70mm battalion gun here, and they were put to the sword by the members of the big spear, of the Red Spear Society. So a good game. This was Sun Zheng's opening strike in his battle for the defense of Tengxian, and although on the night the attack was a slaughter for the Chinese, it did ensure that the Japanese the next day went on back on the offensive and struck his lines in the centre, because they just followed the survivors of this back to the battle, and then they found themselves at the centre of Sun Zheng's 122nd Army's defensive lines. And there were another two lines. There was a first line, a second line, and then the town itself. So having retreated from here, the members of 125th Infantry Division would be soon engaging the Japanese once more. For the movement on here, it was a night attack. I didn't want to go for half movement at 3 inches, so I let the Chinese infantry move at 4.5 inches. Because of martial prowess, I let the Red Spear Society move at 6 inches, and the Japanese, because it was their base camp and they would know it, be familiar with it, I gave them 6 inches turn to move too. But in the day, a nice Chinese victory. Certainly a surprising one. I mean, the Chinese are about to overrun the HQ, and the guns will be next, and they're still coming on in plenty of strength. So definitely a Chinese victory here today. Maybe I should have moved the wire a bit further back. You know. Now, as I said before, the authors that I referred to in this would not agree with each other on who was commanding here tonight for this action, but we'll put our money on 125th. Right, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you press like. We'll be following the 22nd Army Group into Tingxian in the next few episodes. Alright, see ya.